Yeah, sorry, I got a call from my lawyer, and I have an appointment to go see tomorrow. And unlike these LARPers on YouTube, you know, I was letting off there where talking a bit about my dad and stuff, being 70 years old, and that God forbid the guy passes away, and that stuff is part of what puts him over the edge, brother. I never forgive you, man. Not as long as you're on the internet. So go ahead, man. Do you do your YouTube, and yeah, like I was saying, Richie from Boston and I, we ain't got that much in common either, man. He's basically a famous YouTuber, like the truther version of PewDiePie, you know. So PewDiePie, before he had billions and billions and billions and billions of subscribers, he had an Xbox, and he had video games, and he would play video games. And whenever they would sell these new Xboxes throughout those years of, you know, when YouTube was just starting, they would recommend his channels. Who do you think got recommended in those years? PewDiePie. And every time you turn on the dashboard and you're not logged in, who do you see? PewDiePie. And you can guarantee that that guy's in a multi-channel network, or, you know, what is happening, like what you see happening with the George Webb, Jason Goodman thing over there is that there's a limited amount of views that's going towards truther news on a daily basis. And sometimes they can hit these numbers and like have a peak and a valley, but roughly it's around the same amount of views that are generated daily. And we're probably, you know, anywhere between, you know, 1 million views, let's say, daily towards the truth movement. And when a person like George Webb comes on, well, Jesus, Murphy, he soaks up all the views off all these other long-term partnered channels. So, you know, and then when Jason Goodman comes on and he's like, well, I want a piece of this YouTube money. What about all the channels? What about all the partner channels that have been here before? What about Montagraph? How's Montagraph gonna get his ends if you just jump right in? And so, you know, that's what happens, is that you see, that's the war that you're seeing over there, is that these guys, these 50-year-old men, most of them cachette their face, because if they showed their face, you wouldn't want to listen to them, because they got faces only good for radio. But most of these guys over there, that's what they're doing, is that they're just, it's a pure and utter, they all know, they all want the same views. They know there's only 200,000 views today. So let's say that, you know, 200 times $7, so that, you know, they want those views. They don't want George Webb to have them. They want them on their stations. And then, you know, someone that's worked for Alex Jones before, you know, like David Seaman, or you know, Huffington Post David Seaman, or let's say these people, DeFango, who was last summer was promoting Rebecca Roth and David Acton when he got involved with them. These people want their money too. And what do you think? What do you think? Nobody's gonna pay Montagraph? You're gonna come on YouTube and you're not gonna give the king of YouTube his piece? So the same way what I'm doing, which is a great way to make money, folks, and I'm sure it's gonna take off when I start doing videos about it. And basically this is what you do. You set up a GoFundMe for $100 a week. And then, you know, you just make videos every day about the LARP game on YouTube. And they don't even have to be good videos. You just have to be honest, or your opinion. And let's say 1 out of every 10 people, because about 10%, you know, will gain some traction. The other ones, if you stick it through, you'll gain traction too. I mean, people will start enjoying your videos. I mean, there are so many great new video creators, because you know, you get this feeling like, man, that, like, you can't act that. You can't act like that guy that does the, what is it, Truth or Troll, that channel? Yeah, like that guy, he just one day said, you know what, I'm gonna make a video. And he made a video, and then the next day he made another video. And then he was like, you know, he wanted to speak out about the things that he sees going on, because everybody sees what's going on Richie from Boston's channel. And in, you know, A Call for an Uprising, and Lift the Veil, and David Seaman, these people are imploding live as we watch. Summer 2018, man. I mean, Titus Frost, I think he went to France to go sign a new non-disclosure contract or something, because he rushed off, he didn't look back, and then when he came back, his whole InfoWars, Pizzagate, rape tree money was not even there. He thought his bank would be full. He would have gotten all kinds of Steam dollars and all kinds of bullshit. But the truth is that nobody is really watching their videos and believing them anymore, especially not if everybody in the chats is chirping out that they're a bunch of friggin' sellouts, and that it's not hard to recognize them because they've all been working together. And anyone new that comes in, that they say, yeah, why don't you come on my show? Because I wouldn't go on none of their shows. You know, I've been invited on a lot of shows, man. Why would I go on a show with the YouTubers, and then all of a sudden people are going to think I'm in some kind of a group with them, and then they're going to sell out? Because that's what the YouTube model is based on. And no, man, I just as soon I can make my own content. I don't need to listen to any of these YouTube channels. I have my own intuition. I think for myself. It's all free, folks. So that's what I suggest, is that everyone make a GoFundMe, okay, and put $100 a week, and I'll quit YouTube, you know. And then you put it up. And then you start making your videos, and these people are trying to make millions and millions of dollars, man. They're gonna start to say, well, you know, well, these other people don't want us to make the money unless they're cut into the action, kind of like MONTAGRAPH. And so then they'll be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do you want everyone talking about your LARP game? Because everybody wants a piece of that free money. So, you know, it's like the mafia. You know, the mafia doesn't have to do, it doesn't do any crimes. You got to bring some money to the mafia. You got to just pay them, like MONTAGRAPH, what he does. You can't do something on YouTube and get all kinds of money, get that Corsi money, get that unrigged money, and not give some to MONTAGRAPH. That's why he's involved in all these things. And just keep it close, folks. Don't tell anyone. But Caliber Hitter and MONTAGRAPH, well, they basically protect each other. It's sick as it sounds. They troll attack each other, but it's mostly just a LARP, unfortunately. And I like Caliber Hitter, and I'm sure at one point maybe he didn't like MONTAGRAPH, and then maybe he just decided, like, well, it's the only game on YouTube. I don't know, but don't think because I comment on these people's channels or anything like that, that I'm in support of these people all across YouTube. We all have the same YouTube. I'm friendly with everyone. Just like usually I'm friendly with MONTAGRAPH when he comes to my channel, but when I see him, I'm like, oh God. You know, here comes the thug. And then he, you know, whatever, you know, or he doesn't like Bart, or he doesn't like someone else, or he doesn't like someone else, doesn't like the Fango. And, you know, so I make some jokes on his things. I go, oh, I ain't gonna get in the way of the king of the jungle on YouTube. Man, I'm just pulling that guy's leg, man. I've been just playing a role just like him. And I can tell you that the difference between me and him is that I'm not working with any of these people. If I was, I would still have my channel from 2009. I would still be monetized on my first channel and whatever, have my little career at YouTube. That after they destroy all this great content creators for their LARPs, which is what they're doing, and for them to make in unrigged $13,000 a day. Check it out, folks. course, the David Steele even said himself, I heard it in his own words, money, $13,000 a day on unrig. Okay, that was part of their little scam and their shtick. And why don't you ask Monty how much of that he got? Because a guy like him that don't have no job, that spends as much time on YouTube as me, which is a lot of time. Okay, so he's just everywhere. He's all over Twitter. He's doing all these things. He's running around. He's doing this all for free, just to help those constitutional Americans that he used to be championing back in, well, you know, 2016, 2014. When I'm busting Bundy Ranch and when I'm busting the drone tapes at the Malheur, this guy's watching my content and he's busting things too, based on when they have to retake control, put a handler on top of that content. So Monty will come around me and he'll see how far I've progressed in exposing and figuring out exactly who he's all working with. And then he'll come around and he'll shrug me down. He'll be, and then he'll put some comments and get people to believe that he's, you know, equally, if not further ahead in me than in the investigation. And then misdirect those users, you know, that'll eventually just think that he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But just look for yourself, folks. Just put yourself in my shoes. Put your father or your family in my family's shoes. And imagine when you make videos and you don't do a video that Monty likes, and he comes on your channel and he starts to criminally harass you. And then you're going to remember how you're going to say, man, this is crazy. So 5 videos a day, folks. It's my pleasure. 7 days a week, all free. And don't forget, instead of throwing money at Richie from Boston's truck, his friggin' his money pit in his with 4 wheels, instead of throwing him more money to throw on that junk truck, you know, go on out and help some people, folks. Use your money on yourself, you know. Instead of spending money on China to 3, please subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to come out with a new channel probably today or tomorrow that I'm going to be able to live stream on again. So if you could just check back in the over here on the dashboard, you'll notice that on my dashboard on my main screen, if you're watching this on my home screen, you'll see I'll put beside the Cheap Phone Ninja, Randy, and all the other great people that I've had the pleasure to meet online. And there's only a handful of people, folks, but let me tell you, it only takes one rotten apple to spoil a bunch. And on YouTube, we got more than one. We definitely got more than one. But I met a lot of good people. None of them truthers. None of them. All of them sellouts. All of them. Every single freaking one of them. That's why when I roll them around them, they all freaking shaking in their boots. Thanks for watching, folks. Boom. And let me tell you, I'm doing all this here. I got another cell phone, man. I just got to show this to freaking... I'm back, baby. I got another one. We got the other cell phone here. We got one. We got another one here in this pocket. Just to show you. We ain't playing around, man. We're recording on a phone. I mean, this is the cheapest radio movie set that I've ever created in my whole life. Basically, for the cost of 4 phones and an internet connection, I can pretty much take down the multi-channel network that's pretty much trying to make maximum profits off of Pizzagate. So pretty much the InfoWars multi-net channel network. Thanks for watching, folks. China 3.